Hi everybody and welcome. I'm Mel. I have been a Buildkite user for over 4 years as a software engineer, but have most recently joined as a developer advocate. Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about Buildkite and how it differs from other CI/CD tools and how it might help you. I am going to do a live demo of the PagerDuty Buildkite integration, and then I'm going to point you to some resources where you can find out more about Buildkite and how we work with PagerDuty. So Buildkite's mission is to give users full control over their CI/CD tooling. We have tons of happy customers who are just so pleased they moved to Buildkite. We've got customers like Wayfair, Shopify, Lyft, PagerDuty, who've seen up to 4 times increase in CI speed. And we've had one customer in particular who's seen their test runs come down from 50 minutes to just 5 minutes, which is pretty impressive. The beauty of Buildkite is that it's not just for running your tests. You can automate super complicated delivery pipelines and ops tasks, and you could also use our GraphQL or REST APIs for querying and surfacing useful data. We know the right information needs to be visible and easily accessible. You can get a bird's eye view of the performance and reliability of all your pipelines in one view and do things like filter by teams and by tags. We can also help you horizontally scale your CI using build agents. And this is a super powerful feature of Buildkite. You can take advantage of spot instances for cost savings. You can spin up huge clusters for speed as you need that, and also run them in separate queues for separate environments. So we've made it also really easy for you to run and scale these agents. For AWS, we have the Elastic CI stack, which is a CloudFormation template, which gives you auto scaling, secret management, and pretty much everything you need to be set up really easily. For Google Cloud and Kubernetes, we've got pre-made Helm chart that you can deploy to set up a Buildkite agent cluster really easily. But you can run it anywhere, including on-prem machines, Mac machines for iOS builds, and even with IoT and hardware projects. At Buildkite, we love PagerDuty, and just like you, we rely on it for managing our on-call schedules, for defining a clear path for incidents and resolutions. And on the flip side, PagerDuty also love Buildkite and use us for their CI and CD. And when they asked us to create this integration for them so they could see all their Buildkite deploy information inside PagerDuty, we were like, yes, that makes perfect sense. We will use it too. So let's take a look at the problem that it solves. We'll set up the integration together and then we'll see the results in PagerDuty. Because as we all know, everything just works, right? Until it doesn't. So let's just imagine, for the purposes of drama, that I just got paged. And I am super chilled because we have a very well ironed out incident workflow. But, as usual, there's a few things in play. I'm going to need my laptop. I have my Datadog dashboards. I have some Splunk alerts sounding, some Slack alerts there in the background. And I will probably also need to check out the most recent deploys for the service in question. Now, as you know, I said I'm super chill, but it's an incident, right? And there's a few things at play here. And I'd love to make this a little more streamlined and efficient if I could, so I can get to a resolution point quicker. How do I find out what deployment activity's been happening? Well, of course, Buildkite has that information for me. Whether my deploys are via Buildkite or Argo or Spinnaker, this particular integration pulls in a chronological list of the most recent builds. So let's flick over to our demo. And here's my super reliable application, which isn't super reliable at the moment. I will just acknowledge this incident because I'm in here now, and I will hop to setting up this integration. So I'm in the integrations tab. I'll add a new integration to the service, and I'm going to call it the name of my CI pipeline, which is where I'm going to be sending change events from. It's a Buildkite integration, which is why we're here today, and I will add the integration. So as you can see, we have a Buildkite integration with the name of my pipeline, and I will need this integration key, which I'll copy, and I will jump across to my pipeline config. And I will add a notify key and make sure I get my YAML indentation correct, because we all know that can be a problem, and this is a live demo. So I'm adding a PagerDuty change event, and I can't type. And I'm going to paste in my integration key, and I'm going to save that. And I'm going to commit that. Send change events. Change events to PagerDuty. And I'll push that up. Yep. Yes, I will push that up like that. Not git push. And let's just jump over to our pipeline and have a look at my build. And here's the nice little emojis that I said you could add in Buildkite, which just is super nice. And as an engineer, that was always my favorite part of Buildkite. There's some log output, which is kind of cool. You can see what scripts are being run. There's like some timings here, which is super neat. And you can also see up here, I have one agent running locally. And as I mentioned before, you would probably scale these out to help run your build faster. And we have some parallelized steps, which I always have trouble pronouncing. But again, if we scaled out, this would run super fast. And we'll push past our block step because we actually want to deploy it. And we are running, and we are nearly there. And once that's deployed, I will now jump over to PagerDuty and show you what it looks like. So as you can see, we now have a list of recent changes in there, which we didn't have before. We've got some blocked builds, we've got some past builds, and we've got some super suspicious commit messages that's telling me nothing will break. And of course, you know, don't we all think that when we are shipping? But we don't. So here's the view of what you can see here. There's a ton of information in here that's pretty useful. You can see the timestamp, of course. This is a link off to the build in Buildkite. From Buildkite, you can go off to GitHub if you need to look at the code. And I particularly like this information because it tells me who just deployed this change, and it's Nick. So what I'm going to do with this information is loop Nick into my open incident so that he can help me resolve it. Because I feel like, you know, you ship the code, he probably understands what he's done wrong, hopefully, but at least we can work on it together. Because he has some contacts that I probably don't have. So Nick has now been looped into my incident, and we will, you know, naturally solve that in no time at all. So that's the integration all set up. Buildkite has all the data around deploys. PagerDuty now has all that information where we want it. And it's not a life-changing feature, but it does reduce friction at a critical time, and it will help you respond and restore service faster and smarter. And Buildkite and PagerDuty work hard to do that. We seek to ensure less downtime and fewer outages, and we all want happier and productive teams. And I hope this integration will help you achieve that in some small way. Thank you very much. So if you'd like to find out more, you can check out buildkite.com/workswithpagerduty. You'll find some docs there, a case study, and actually on our website there's a whole heap of case studies about other people who have switched to Buildkite and why they like us. And also you can get a free t-shirt. So if you'd like a Buildkite t-shirt, please register your interest there and we'll send you one. And you can follow us on Twitter at Buildkite, and you can also come and say hello to us in semi-real life at our PagerDuty conference booth. So we hope to meet you and see you soon. Enjoy your summit. Bye.